Hello everybody, this is the Harbinger. We're playing the base game of Wingspan here at Steam, and this is our opening hand. And I looked at this guy and like, ooh, I really like this one, but it's much harder to get this guy to pop in the base game, and he also fills out eggs a little bit faster than he usually does, and that's really not a trait you want for the base game, because here you really want all the egg space you can get, and you want other point generators in the grasslands to get a really good game here. So what do we have here? Great crested flycatcher sometimes gives you additional food. That's okay. It's not the best. You really want guaranteed food to be happy here, because if there is a slug bird feeder like there is here, you really don't gain any benefit from it in the early game, which is when you need it. Same thing about the blue jay. It's worth less points. So yeah, I don't really know too much about whether or not I like that. We don't have anything good to put into the wetlands. That's an issue. Is there anything here? We can pick up the forester's tern. That's a really good early bird for us. It's a star nest, so it works for both of the upcoming rounding goal that cares about nest types. So yeah, I really want to pick up the forester's tern early, place that out, and after that I'm really happy to just play something else here. So I think we're gonna go for the blue jay and the great crested. The reason I want to go for this guy is he fits more with the food in the bird tray, in the bird feeder that's available in the early game. I also like the idea of the Brewer's Blackbird, but I think it's a little bit too expensive to spend cards to gain stuff from you in the early game. What's our bonus card here? Anatomist. Crested is an anatomist body part. Or it's a bird feeder. It's really hard to get eight correct birds. That's over half the board filled with specific birds. I guess we can do it. Picking the blue jay would make it a lot easier to go for this. So maybe we try. I think we are happier going for anatomist and bird feeder, but since we are intending to take the blue jay, I think I will go for the bird feeder instead here. And since we're doing that, I also want to pick the Sprague's Pipit here, just to have another bonus card to work towards at the same time. And it's also nice to have more grain-eating birds as a plan of what we're doing here. But anyway, we're picking up foods we can play out these birds. First thing first, picking up the forester's tern. Then we are playing out this guy and the blue jay, and we will take the game from there. But yeah, having the first morning dove. Hello. That changes everything. Where do we want it though? I know I want that bird, and so the awesome thing about the morning dove is that it gives us the ability to gain eggs out of habitats. And look, that there's another tern. So the reason that's a really good ability is that we don't have to activate this habitat until very much late in the game, when we have set it up for awesome success. And it also means that we can activate the forest while we are gaining, and to gain eggs while we are also getting food. Getting 2 resources out of the same habitat is just really good. And let's see, let's also take more fish in case we get both the turns. And then we're gonna do that. Now, the bad thing about the morning dove is that we kinda need to lay eggs for these upcoming round and goals to work. But I'm not. Did I forget to pick the correct food, or was the... Yeah, I think the food was just not available. Anyway, we have oof, we are grossly overpaying for the blue jay there. Let's just play out the turn instead. Pick up some more correct food before we're playing out this guy, and maybe we play something else entirely. Maybe play the nuthatch instead. Let's pick up the black tern, Cassin's finch, and we can sack the blue jay. Maybe we don't need it. No, we kind of want it though, don't we? What's this guy? Red-bellied woodpecker. That's the same guy as this guy. It's just cheaper to play, and it plays out of food we already have. So I like that. I'm gonna take the black tern, and I'm gonna sack the blue jay, just because we get the same effect out of this guy. He's worth 2 less points, but we can play him out now rather than later, and that also helps out with the current round and goal, and hopefully that will help us win the game long term. And now we will take some more food, since that also lets us take even more food, and we are gonna lay an egg, and then we can play the black tern next turn. Okay, they caught up, but yeah, three birds first round should be expected. And then I'm gonna play out this guy. Then we're getting a net gain of 2 bird cards every time we draw cards. Roseate Spoonbill is a decent bird for us. It gives us more bonus cards. Ooh, American Redstart, one of my favorite birds. And it also counts for bird feeder. Could also pick up the titmouse. It would gain us additional points every activation as well. But we also need to try to find the stuff we want to have in the grasslands here, because we want to activate this at least once before the end of the round. And ideally we'd have 1 egg in each of these, and maybe a third bird. So let's pick up the spoonbill and look at the other stuff here. Faringus hawk, not my favorite, but I guess it's a 6-pointer that has an upside. Stellar's jay, that fits together with what we're trying to do, both here and here. And grasshopper sparrow, I guess it gets us additional points every turn when we start to really go into the grasslands. Let's see. I'm gonna sack the hawk and the sparrow here, and try to focus on this stuff we already have going on. Peregrine falcon. Sure, it's it's kind of the same guy we tossed away, but I guess it's 3 now, so we'll take it. How many birds do we have? We have 2 birds eating grain. We have 1, 2, 3 more we can play pretty easily. 4 more we can play pretty easily. That's 2 birds short of the 7 points. I think I'm gonna try to play out the pipit and the peregrine falcon. So these 2 foods will do that. Then we can lay 3 eggs into these 2 nests, and hopefully that should beat out our opponent here. They can't even do 1 currently, so they probably shouldn't be able to take 2. So that's a great current plan. Still gonna take some grains, because we are still a little bit away from having all the food we need, and prefer to put the points into other stuff. Okay, Sparks pivot, small wingspans or geography-based birds. I guess the white-breasted nuthatch and the American redstart are both small birds. taking us 1 bird away from Passerine, 3 points. American Redstart is also just 1 bird away from 3 points from Cartographer. I think we're happier to try to get 7 points out of Cartographer than to try to get 6 points out of Passerine. So yeah, I'm gonna go for that. It's just a lot of the small winged birds are low scoring, so they aren't that enticing to play on top of other stuff. Okay, Peregrine Falcon comes here, eating the Morning Dove egg. And remember, we haven't activated Grasslands once yet, and we still... and Morning Dove helped us to gain up to 2 eggs in all of these... we could get away with putting those eggs into these nests, but I think we're gonna manually just do this as well. And we are, thank you for those points, and we are going to continue to build out our forest here. Do we really want to play the Redstart? It doesn't work with either. It works with Cartographers. Yeah, we want to do that. Reroll, get the cherry, and we don't gain a worm. That's sad. So I guess we're gonna take even more grain here and take the egg. And remember, we are now past the halfway point in the game. We need to focus in on getting stuff we want done. We could play the Stealth J. I don't think it matters that much. Let's rather play the White-breasted Nuthatch. But how many more times are we actually activating the forest now? It's 10 turns left in the game after this. We want to play at least 3 more birds, so at most we can activate this habitat 7 times. I don't think we are gonna do that. We're also gonna have to want to build up the grasslands. Let's rather play out the American Redstart here. We are overpaying for it, but that's completely fine because it's also gonna help us gain more bird dice every time. So taking food so we can play this guy basically has the same benefit as we didn't take Anatomist. So sad. Yes. So yeah, we're now regaining that food we spent on this guy here. It's gonna take vertebrates, and ideally we'd also have a fish, but we don't really get a choice in that. So I'm gonna take the cherry. I'm gonna take another worm. I guess we can start caching these foods now. Lay another egg. And then I'm really eager to get out this guy pretty early. It's an 8-pointer. 8-pointers are really good, but there are fish in the bird tray now. What more do we need? We don't really need that much more of what's here, so I'm gonna take another fish, then we're gonna take a grain, and we're gonna cache a grain there and lay another egg. Okay, what's this bonus card? This bonus card is let's eat eggs out of the wrong nest types there. Birds only living in the prairie. I guess we can play this guy for 3 more points if we're doing that, so I don't hate that. Falconer, however, is a very possible 4 points. We just need to find one more predator to play, but then again we also just need to find two more prairie manager birds to get to get 8 points here. So yeah, I think this one just wins out based on what we have available to us and what we have reasonably within grasp for the future. I don't hate putting eggs into my star nest, so we get closer to a victory on the round end goal. And I guess playing out this guy gets us up to 3 bird dice. It lets us get another chance at getting grains, but it's really hard to get both these grains. But having the red start in the middle can maybe help us reroll the bird feeder in every now and then. It's another bird feeder bird, so I don't hate it for that regard. So yeah, let's do that. It also lets us wait out a little bit more so we can refill the bird tray with more stuff here. Are we winning some? We are 4 here, and the opponent doesn't have the possibility to catch us, so we are good. Just try to find the scissor-tailed flycatcher food here, and we are gonna do exactly what we talked about a minute ago. We are gonna cage here, reroll, take a cherry, cage another one, and lay an egg. That's 3 points from that's 4 food and 3 points from the forest engine there. You can totally build forest engines in the base game. It's just it doesn't pay out as much when you don't have the have the Gala and the Noisy Miner and the really good cards. Great Horned Owl is a decent 8-pointer. I don't see a very high payout bird for other stuff though. We are 2 birds short for per manager. We're not gonna do the four birds there. We are 1 bird short of cartographer, and I don't believe we have either of those there. We are 3 birds short of more bird feeder points. So I think playing out Scissor-tailed and Great Horned are going to be 2 decent final plays for us. If we don't do that, we could also go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.8 points every turn by just going to the grasslands after play out this guy. That also might be better than just picking up and playing out the Horned Owl. Gonna have to have a little think of that. We are not gonna fill out all our egg spaces, so yeah, playing out this guy anyway. It's that's a no-brainer. So let's just do that first and walk through picking up and playing out this guy. We don't have the food for it, so it would have to be spending 1 turn to pick him up, spending 1 more turn to gain food, then spend 1 turn to play him to get the effect. Picking up is 0 points. Taking food is 1, 2, 3 points. Playing him out is a net 6 because we're also spending 2 eggs. So picking him up, getting food, playing him out is a net gain of 9 points over 3 turns. That's 3 points in action. Yeah, that's just way below what you can get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 points in action, and it's guaranteed to succeed since we. It's guaranteed to not run out of food since we also have this Scissor-tailed. So yeah, that's just the end of the game here. Lay eggs, and that's just how the base game really works. It's that after a while you're just finding out that okay, best course of action from now on is just to lay eggs. So that is what we are going to do. I also regret that we laid eggs on the Sprague's pivot, the first thing we did. Now we only have 1 more egg space for these kinds of eggs types if the opponent decides to gift us more eggs in the future. I am going to not give the opponent any more free vertebrates because I don't need the additional food anymore. And there it is. So we are probably maybe going to regret the placings of our first eggs there, but it's, I'm gonna say it's fine. It's not really fine, but it's fine. It's not a life or death situation. We should have thought it through a little bit more there. Yes, no slots available. If that single point is what's costing us the game, then I'm gonna be really sad and unhappy, at least for a little bit of a while, and then it's gonna be okay again, because we understood we made the mistake before we had to pay the price for it. So we realized it was a mistake and we learned from it. Next time we will maybe discover the mistake before we are clicking accept the committed turn, and in the future we might even intuitively not do those mistakes, because we see them and we recognize them. 95 points, it's an okay score for the base game. In the base game you are not having the nectar points, and all the habitats are just harder to reach. So but a trade-off is also that grasslands is much stronger. But 95 is a score I'm happy with the base game, and I hope that you enjoy these playthroughs of Wingspan with me, the Harbinger. And thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one, and you take care out there.